Daily sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Cleveland Browns and the Las Vegas Raiders. And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. This will be a return from deep in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. They go play action here on first down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Raiders are going to have great field position, whereas this is returned just shy of midfield.
Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 46-yard line.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last week's game, because when you only give up 14 points in a contest, you give your team a great chance to win. The best defense in the league is usually going to average giving up 18, 19 points a game. So to be under that, a terrific achievement.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
They go play action with Hurts.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
This is going to be the matchup to watch out on the perimeter, and it won't be the last time these two go at it. Both of them believe they are the superior. In this case, the win goes to the defense.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts.
And incomplete on the deep ball. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And it'll be a turnover on downs. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That's not an easy play for a defensive end, because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working. But how about his vision to see where the play was going? Crashed down inside and tackled him for a loss.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbs. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Well, Charles, something we talked about last week, when you start believing whether you're in the midst of a special season or not. Well, now they're at 6-0. Are you still trying to tamp down the expectations in that locker room?
Well, to me, it's less about tamping down expectations and much more about not getting ahead of yourself as a team. And look, they got a play each game individually, right? Many teams talk about being 1-0 at the end of each and every game each week. To me, you got to understand you cannot win the Super Bowl in October.
Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw. And this will be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Dobbs.
And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort.
It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. Touchdown, Browns! A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Browns are on the board first here in Vegas. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield of the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
For Las Vegas, about set to begin the drive.
As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it, but I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because the reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure.
He's got a man complete.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
18, go.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Steps away. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Jacobs from the gun. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Hurts sets up to throw it.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Myles Garrett has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. 4th down, and on comes the Raider kicker, Daniel Carlson. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. Carlson able to put this one through.
He's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Browns drive about to get started.
As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not. Because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
Yeah, we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
They go with Chubb on second down. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else, ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
On fourth down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. Said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time able to get 3. That's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And he'll look downfield for Waller.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Caught out right by Renfro. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. First target, first catch, and a first down.
The Raiders sitting at a very solid 4-2 record through the first 6 weeks. They come in playing pretty good football, winners in 4 of their last 6 games.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
2nd and 5 now. Hurts looking deep for Adams. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Hurts. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. On first down, Hurts. And a big loss here as he's taken down. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. Another try after the first down sack. Hurts. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Third and a country mile. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
I don't know about you, but I'm going to go to the positive side this time. Yeah, there was a fumble at the end of this one, but what a sustained drive. And if they keep stringing those together, you got to like their chances.
And credit the defense, though. You're out there for that long, you start to get tired, but they were able to get the turnover.
Did you just credit the defense?
I like to credit the defense and the offense.
I like you.
And the analysts.
That's perfect.
The Browns drive about to get started. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here in the first play?
You know, I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position. After a turnover, I might have a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot. A lot of coaches will tell you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield. It may be turned into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
Second down, here's Chubb again. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
On third down, it's Nick Chubb. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Chubb with a first down carry as he'll get about 3 out of it. They get 2nd and 7 coming up.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
They run it again with Chubb. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The first down line at the 34 here on third down. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. Got a man, it's Schwartz, complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Excellent play there on third down. Give him 25 yards.
I don't care how many times we say it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, We see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And the slot man goes in motion left. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by York is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Raiders 3.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it, down by 2 scores. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Zamir White, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game.
14. Raiders 10.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Browns drive about to get started. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And some room to work. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And again, it's Chubb. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And Chubb will try the middle here. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
A dime look defensively for the Raiders on 3rd down.
Yeah, you're right. 2 extra DBs out there. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away.
Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. They begin the drive on the ground. It's White. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with the lead. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. But they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
On the ground, Jacobs will get the third quarter started, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. On 2nd and 7, Hurts. Looking deep for Adams. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Martin Emerson.
I don't think there's any other way to put it, but that was just simply deflating, because you know they came out ready to go at halftime, right? Everyone motivating each other, wanting to get out there and get going. And that turnover absolutely saps your momentum. Now you're just shouting encouragement to your defense, hoping they can pick you up and give you another chance.
They go up the middle with Chubb. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit, both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end, probably even the wide receivers are involved. They're moving the ball well.
The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6.
They'll set up a throw. He's got Njoku over the middle. Touchdown! David Njoku, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this, because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
second down. Jacobs once more.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Throwing is Hurts.
Rolling to his left. Over the middle, complete. It's Jacobs.
And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short.
A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
They go with Jacobs. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Counter play with Jacobs. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 47-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 44-yard line.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Here we go, set. 60 Bison. Ready.
Jacobs going to try the middle. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down. 3rd quarter from Southern Nevada. Here's a 2nd and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. The open man here, Renfro. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. So they come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Again, it's Jacobs off the option. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
At the 31-yard line.
19 tight.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Got a man, it's Darren Waller. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 17-yard line. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
Taken down at the 11-yard line. A 6-yard pickup.
On 2nd down and 4. Hurts firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the Raiders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Looking to throw. Touchdown Raiders. Darren Waller from a yard out. And the Raiders are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. Well, he is such a matchup nightmare down near the goal line, CD, and another example right there on that play for the touchdown.
It's borderline impossible to defend this guy because that kind of size, he can still get out and run a crisp route, and he has excellent hands. Even if you stick with him, all the quarterback has to do is lob it up, and he can win almost any jump ball.
Josh McDaniels has got faith in his offense. He's going to have him go for 2. Now receiver in motion left. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. Hurts will throw. And this is going to be intercepted.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. Out
is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Second down, here's Chubb again. And he's got room. There he goes left side. The 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again. And you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Once again, it's Jacobs. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The offense on 3rd down, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And some space here. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. So that's a really big play here in the 4th quarter. And don't look now. They're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just 1 score. And now the Raiders will face an important 2-point conversion attempt here.
18, Pioneer. 79 Broncos.
They'll try and throw for it. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Yeah, this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And they'll send the slot in motion left. They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. And space tough to come by there. It's going to get maybe a yard to the 37. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. And the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
They'll try and wind down some clock with Chubb. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. They run it again with Chubb. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
154 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. A give running right is Chubb. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb, and he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
They throw it out right complete. Past the 20. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. What a luxury to have a tight end that can not only catch it, but then can run after the catch like that.
What was the old expression back in the good old days? And they used to carry pianos on their backs when they were after they caught the football. Someone would stop and bang out a tune along the way as well. But nowadays, these guys are essentially bulked up wide receivers, and they're a full part of the passing game, and we see a lot of big plays as we just saw there.
They'll run with Chubb. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up.
And they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. Now they send a man in motion right. They'll try again with Chubb. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. They'll give it to Chubb, and he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. For York now for the extra point. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead.
Makes the score Browns 34, Raiders 22.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
For Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
And we'll see if they go back to base. And he'll get him a first down up past the 40 as the clock ticks on. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And 5 yards, not going to cut it here. That clock continues to run.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line.
A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. I'd like to be those defensive coaches, though. That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared, but executing and stopping teams, that's another matter entirely.
So for the Browns, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And they'll return home next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals.
Meanwhile, for Las Vegas,
the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens.